Ear idioms. Britlish.com.
Keep your ear out for. To anticipate hearing someone or something is to keep an ear out for them.
I've been keeping an ear out for their new album for weeks now. I can't believe my ears. If you can't believe your ears, you are astonished by something you have heard.
Lucy couldn't believe her ears when the police told her the accident had been her fault.
Lend an ear.
To lend an ear is to pay attention to and listen carefully to what someone has to say. The chances of her lending a sympathetic ear to what you have to say are very remote, I have to say. Note, this idiom comes from Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, where Mark Antony implores the crowd, "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears."
Julius Caesar Act 3, Scene 2. Have or keep your ear to the ground.
To keep yourself up to date with a changing situation is to have or keep your ear to the ground. While you're at their office, keep your ear to the ground and see if you can find out what their plans are.
Play it by ear.
When you're in a situation and have to deal with it and make decisions as it develops and without a plan, you are playing by ear. Some teachers go into class without a lesson plan and hope to play it by ear. Fall on deaf ears. If people completely disregard your advice or questions, we say it falls on deaf ears. Calls for my neighbor to keep his dog quiet fell on deaf ears.
In one ear and out the other.
Information that goes in one ear and out the other is instantly forgotten or disregarded.
I'm afraid I'm not very good with names. They go in one ear and out the other.
Music to my ears.
Something which is music to your ears is exactly what you wanted to hear.
The news that the police were going to drop all charges against him was music to his ears. Bend someone's ear. To bend someone's ear is to talk to them for an excessively long, and possibly boring, time. I've got better things to do than stand here for an hour while you bend my ear. All ears. If you're all ears, you're willing and able to listen to what someone has to say.
Tell me your plan.
I'm all ears. Turn a deaf ear to something. To turn a deaf ear to something is to take no notice of it. He turned a deaf ear to my suggestion.
Walls have ears.
When you tell somebody that walls have ears, you are telling them to be careful about what they say, as other people may be listening.
Keep your voice down. Walls have ears.
Make a pig's ear of. To do something very poorly and to make a mess of it is to make a pig's ear of it.
The mechanic made a pig's ear of repairing the engine. Out on your ear. If you are forced to leave your position because of mistakes you have made or because of poor performance, you are out on your ear. If you don't buck your ideas up, you'll be out on your ear by Friday.
Get a thick ear. To physically strike someone, particularly a child, as a punishment is to give them a thick ear.
When I was a kid, my father often gave me a thick ear. To have cloth ears.
If someone hasn't heard something that you've said to them, you can call them cloth ears. Hey, cloth ears, I said it's the third on the right, not the second.
To have nothing between the ears. Someone who has nothing between the ears is considered to be extremely stupid. She may be the prettiest secretary I've ever had, but I'm afraid she has nothing between the ears. Can't believe your ears. If you can't believe your ears, what you are listening to is so surprising that you think you are imagining it. She couldn't believe her ears when her husband told her he had been having an affair. Ears are burning. If you suspect that you are being talked about by others, you can say that your ears are burning. My ears were burning last night. Were you and Jack talking about me? Grinning from ear to ear.
Someone who is grinning ear to ear like the Cheshire Cat is extremely pleased with themselves, and it shows on their face.
I knew she got the pay rise when I saw her grinning from ear to ear. Sent away with a flea in his ear.
If you send someone away with a flea in their ear, you have told them in no uncertain terms to go away and leave you alone. If a beggar comes to my table, I invariably send them away with a flea in their ear. Have a word in someone's ear. To give someone words of advice or a warning in private is to have a word in their ear. The policeman had a word in his ear about his son's behavior. Wet behind the ears. To be wet behind the ears is to have no experience in a particular area due to being too young. I'm not about to take advice from a kid who is still wet behind the ears.